Welcome, Grant Gamers, to another episode of Grant Prep Academy, or GPA for short. Welcome. If you're not here with us live on TikTok, you should be. Look for us on the Black Women in Grants page. Would love to have you here. I'm gonna let TikTok do its thing. It's Thug Thizzle, and get our people in the room. Hello, welcome. Hey Tony, Miss Zeta. Welcome, y'all. Come on in. Let's talk about grants. Y'all ready? I hope so. I am working on a special presentation for a client slash colleague of mine where we're going to be talking about grants like I get to do with y'all here on TikTok, but they ain't here yet, so we got to get them ready. Hello, Miss Keish, Rosella, Eva, Ladasha, Chinta, beautiful Eve, Coach, Corinthia. Hey, girl. Welcome. Y'all say hello if you can hear me. Hey, Cassandra, Rebecca, the woman of Yo, Eve. Thank you for the community badge. Jewel and Richie. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of this space and of BlackWomenInGrants.com. I've won over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. Happy to share what I know with you. I won't be before you long. I'm about to head out in about an hour. But I had some time. So I said, let me get on here and chat with these ladies. Anyone here a Black woman for-profit small business owner who's seeking grants for her Black woman-owned for-profit small business? Hey, Chef B. Tell me in the chat if that's you. You're Black, you're a woman, you have a for-profit small business that you can see winning and receiving grants for. Let me know. This is the place to be, if so, because that's all we talk about here, girl. So welcome. I love good conversation. I love fast responders. So the quicker you type, the quicker I can help you, help me, help yourself. Amen. Other than that, I'm going to hang up on y'all and go find something else to do for the next hour before I go pick up my denter. But if you want to talk grants, I'm happy to talk grants. As a grant winner. Chef B says I'm having a problem getting the audio version of the book, but I'm glued to it. All right, glued to it. Keep me posted, girl. Try it on your Baperta. If you got a desktop or laptop, your phone, Team Android or Team iPhone, make sure you downloaded the right app for whichever team you own. And or try it on your tablet or your iPad and let me know what happens. Beautiful says she's trying to start up a business. What type of business are you trying to start up? I'm going to put it out there again. Let me see if y'all just on here to be nosy or y'all really want to talk about grants, because I can drop some gems today now. Or I can drop this call for a bad connection. Are there any Black women for-profit small business owners on the app with me today? Where y'all at? Talk to me in the chat. And you're seeking grants for your small business. Beautiful's trying to start a home health care. What could you use a grant for in your business? Miss Beautiful Imperfection. Hello, Cherish. Where my other Black women for-profit small business owners at? Let me know. I took a nap today, but I could go take another one because there's always room for naps. But I wanted to come hang out with y'all if you want to chat. But y'all ain't saying much or nothing, so I'm about to get bored and I'm trying to prevent that. Venus says grant for startup. What type of business do you guys own that you can see yourself winning a grant for? Talk to me. What could you use a grant for in this business? Talk to me. Beautiful says I could use the grant to help with startup costs. Like what? What specifically in your business could you use a grant for? Talk to me. Ms. Zeta says she's part of a trucking company. What could you use a grant for in your business? Veterans home. Okay. So, welcome if you're new here. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I have won over $1 million in funding from grants, scholarships, contests, competitions, giveaways, bursaries, sponsorships, partnerships, and so much more. I would love to help you get into the winning zone of what we call the grant game, but you gotta talk to me. It's 15 of y'all on here and 3 people answering questions. Everybody else, if you ain't talking, you stalking, boo. We see you here. So our richly favored, created special, male, Vanessa Butterfly. Talk to me in the chat. What is your business? Question mark. If you're a black woman with a for-profit small business owner, tell me about your business in the chat. If you're looking for grants for that black woman for profit small business, what would you use a grant for? So all we talk about are grants for black women with for-profit small business owners. If you're looking for nonprofit information, you gotta look elsewhere, okay? We don't talk about that over here. But if you got questions about grants in general, then hey, you're in the right place. Okay, I saw that Buddhist social club. I was like, get it, Buddhist. He said, bid whiz. Okay. For seniors and community, obtaining residential property. Got it. Cool. Over at blackwomeningrants.com, we have a year-long mentorship, and it is for black women with for-profit small business owners who need help finding and applying for grants with confidence, making sure that you know how to fill out these applications, what to say on these applications, what not to say on these applications. I wrote a book. That's what Chef B is talking about. It's called Finding Funding. It's all about how to find these opportunities and secure these opportunities. So grants and what we call grant funded opportunities are debt free, meaning it's not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. It's not based on your credit. Somebody asked me in the comments of one of my TikTok videos today, will it mess with your disability? I have no idea. And I also don't know who you need to talk to about that. I guess the people who send you your disability. So let me know what you find out, because I'm nosy too. So I don't know, girl. But if you're a black woman, for-profit small business owner seeking grants or grant-funded opportunities, you're in the right place. And over at blackwomeningrants.com, you can join us in what we call the Grant Game Mentorship for only $97. There's a special link for this scholarship that'll let you join us for a year at that investment. Versus it usually is an investment of $997. You're welcome. So in the book, Finding Funding, I help you uncover my 25 secrets to finding and securing small business grants and grant-funded opportunities for black women, for-profit small business owners. You don't necessarily have to have your LLC per se, but every grant that's a legit grant opportunity will tell you, or they will ask you, do you have your articles of incorporation? And that's your cue to go get it. Here in Georgia, it's only $150. So don't let a couple $100 stand in the way of you winning this money potentially. You feel me? So there are a list of 60 business expenses that grants cover in your business. So for those of you who didn't answer the question, what you need a grant for, maybe you haven't thought through it, but it's so much that a grant can help you do in your business. And so I help you figure out what you need a grant for specifically. And then when it's time to apply for a grant application, there is a list of 27 frequently asked questions on these applications. I teach you how to answer them using my award-winning, grant-winning answers. Again, I've mentioned how I've won scholarships, and this is for business training and development programs. And I've won small business pitch competitions and small business grant essay answers. I give you my templates and some of the answers that have won me money. There's also an app that'll read my book to you, and it makes it easy. So, when it comes to finding a grant, applying for a grant, winning a grant, it's hard because you want to make sure they're a legitimate grant opportunity. It gets easier once you know what to look for, what to look out for, and what to look forward to. So when you try to do it just fresh out the gate, you just heard about grants, you're kind of curious, you want to know more, see if your business qualifies, if you can get one, what it takes to win one, it can be daunting to use your time and then end up feeling like, man, I'm just begging for money. I don't want to do this. You just waiting on somebody to grant you the opportunity to win money for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And that's not what grants are about. So what I've done over at blackwomeningrants.com is giving you a step-by-step proven approach to finding and finessing and filling out those funding requests in a way that keeps you focused on winning the grant game, using a winning game plan. Because yes, grants are a game. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. There are rules to the game. And you got to know what steps to take so that you don't keep getting frustrated and like, man, I'll never win that, man. Did this work? Is this a scam? They'll never see. That's what, you just didn't know how to play the game, babes. Let me teach you the game. Just like the game of life. Don't you wish it came with instructions? Girl, I do. So, if you need this kind of help, check out blackwomeningrants.com. Come join us. It's only $97. And you want to make sure that in the process of you learning about how to play the game to win, you're also expanding your network and getting access to funding, getting access to additional resources that you didn't know were available, all while anticipating your approval, because there's a difference between applying and approval for your next big small business grant win. So this mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com is for you if you have had limited experience confidently finding, applying for, and winning money from organizations, associations, corporations, and you're eager to make a difference through your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. So real quick in the chat, tell me what your business is. If you haven't done so, I would love to know what you do. Because mentorship in the grant space that we provide also could be good for you if you have some experience winning grants, but you're looking for a quote-unquote refresher to help you recognize more areas to strengthen and to grow as a small business applicant to keep that winning streak. So the Grant Game Mentorship includes 14 videos, a lot of fun to watch, trainings and step-by-step. There's 6 audios that walk you through what grants expect of you based on where you are in your business. There's the ebook and tons of bonuses. And so women who apply for a small business grant using our customized grant-winning grant application strategy, or GAS, G-A-S, is 300 ladies in the program so far. And so these ladies are better equipped for what we call the grant application process, or GAP. So they have the gas to fill in their gap. Amen? And their applications stand out. Their businesses are better positioned to win more grants. So you definitely, when it comes to applying for grants or finding grants or wonder if they're legit or if your business qualifies, if you're eligible, you want to save yourself time applying for the wrong grants. That's what leads to rejection and heartache, and you're just wondering, does this even work? You want to be able to see exactly which grants you should apply for and which ones you're actually eligible for. So whether or not you've told me about your business in the chat, tell me now, are you in the startup phase or are you in the started phase of your business? Startup, you haven't made money yet. Started, you have made money. Which one are you in? It's either one or the other, no in between. And yes, it matters for grants because they will ask you. So put startup in the chat if you haven't started, haven't made money quite yet. Put started if you started your business and you have made money. Because again, that's going to determine the types of grants that you apply for. So women who participate in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com include Black women with for-profit small businesses, and they're over the age of 18. They also own at least 51% of their business, and they're located in the United States. Plus, they have a strong desire to fund their small business and what we call their social impact or their community building efforts using these small business grants. And so Deanna Joy, she's one of our mentees, and the grant game allowed her to position herself to win $76,000 in grants. She won $55,000 in just 90 days. So first she won the $55,000 grant from her local credit union for her client. Then she won a $5,000 grant opportunity for her own business just days after that. Then she went on to win an additional $12,000 and brand new Apple Mac computer products for one of her clients. So she recently popped in here on the live, like you guys are hanging out with me today. And she let me know she just applied for her first $1 million grant, and she's a semi-finalist for that $1 million grant. Can you imagine? Hey, Doc. So she is very excited to share what she knows. We interviewed her and we put her interview in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. When you get there, just click on the link that says click here to join the Grant Game Mentorship for only $97. Make sure you use the special link that you see there for the scholarship to get it for the $97. And there's payment arrangements available for that $97. Ain't God good? Ashley Rankin, who is ranking in the dough now, she won a scholarship to a business membership program for a year. And then she won another scholarship for a program funded by Bank of America for $3,500. And then she sent me an email that she has just been selected as the $10,000 L'Oreal Inclusive Beauty Grant 2024 winner just a few days ago. Shortly after that, she sent another email saying, I just won an additional $5,000. She had just found out 10 minutes before she sent me the email. That grant comes with a 12-week accelerator program, and she learned how to win all of this money by being in the mentorship program over at blackwomeningrants.com called the Grant Game. So not only is she winning opportunities to build her business further through coaching and workshops and networking and accountability skills, she's also winning money that's allowing her to expand her business. She's about to launch a skincare line. And then she's going to be mentored by some of the top executives at L'Oreal Cosmetics, like one of the biggest skincare brands in the world. Could you imagine? Did y'all know all of this comes with winning grants? A lot of this may be new and exciting. I know it is for me, and I've been doing it for years. I've won over $1 million, and now I teach women in the mentorship how to win for themselves. And so collectively, our ladies over at blackwomeningrants.com have won over $191,000. Ain't God good? Shaniqua, who sometimes pops on here with us, she won the 2024 City Trends Black History Makers $5,000 grant for her Black woman-owned small business. And she told us she was selected out of 5,200 applicants. So can you imagine that you've just won a grant, right? As a Black woman, for-profit small business owner. And you finally get the financial boost that you need to get your business idea out into the world, to grow it the way people really need you to, because you know your business product or service works. And now you got a check to prove it, right? Can you see that for yourself? Put me in the chat if you can imagine that with me. Imagine you're on your way to the bank to make one of the biggest deposits you've made into your business bank account. And this is the biggest deposit you've made at one time all year long, or maybe ever. okay? You know you've been needing this money, you've been wanting this money, you've been seeking and applying for funding and financial support that you don't have to pay back because it's debt free. And you get to add that money to the money that your business is already making if you've started, or the business that you will be making when you get started up the right way. And so if you need help in areas in your business like marketing, getting the word out, hiring new staff, or bringing yourself on as a staff member, making sure you're on that payroll, investing in upgrading technology, hiring a coach or joining a coaching program, paying for business expenses. I mentioned it's over 60 that a grant has helped me to pay for in my own business. If you want to initiate what we call a social impact project in your business where you reach out to the community and help serve them too. If you want to expand your business skills as a business leader, a business owner, an employer, or if you just want to have a bigger vision for what you could do with extra funding behind that vision, blackwomeningrants.com is the place to be. Come join us, because if you keep trying to do this on your own, or you're just finding out about this and you're new to it and you feel overwhelmed and you don't know where to start, here's why you're either not winning grants yet, or it's going to take you so long. Trust me, I had to figure this out for myself. Most people are not winning grants yet because when they try to collect a lot of information, try to piece it together, whether it's free or, they heard it from somebody else and maybe made a small investment, they'll also go and buy these random lists of grants that they find online that they don't qualify for or should never apply to. And then they do what we call spray and pray. And that's where you're applying for any and every random small business grant they can find. But this only leads to 3 things. Y'all ready? Put number 3 in the chat if you want me to tell you what trying to do this by yourself will lead you to. Anything from getting scammed by non-legitimate grant opportunities. So you end up talking to some guy in Nigeria trying to take your money, and they succeed a lot of the time, believe it or not. That's 1. 2, you end up feeling so overwhelmed because when you submit really bad grant applications, whether it's your written essay or your video essay, it's going to suck and you're going to get rejected a lot. And so when your application keeps getting rejected, you never get the grants that you apply for. And that's not a good feeling. It kind of hurts your feelings a little bit if you think about it. And then number 3, when you try to do it by yourself and then you collect all this information and then you try to apply randomly, it could get to a point where you just stop. Or you're new to it, you've never applied, and you never will apply because you're not sure of where to start, what you should be doing, what exactly to say on the applications to help your small business stand out. We don't just apply for fun. I do, but the ladies don't. I do it to see if I can get it and get in and tell y'all how it works. And the money is cute. I end up giving it back to y'all in the form of scholarships. That's why we have the year-long scholarship opportunity to come join us for $97 over the $997 it usually is. So when we win money, we give it back to you guys over at blackwomeningrants.com to come join us and get mentored. You're welcome. But our ladies like Shaniqua, who applied and got selected out of 5,200 people, we don't let those numbers stop us because we go in with an application that stands out to win these grants and grant funded opportunities, which is why you are on this journey in the first place, right? You don't want to just apply. You want to be approved. You want to win. Right? Am I right? Or am I just guessing? Is that you? Like, you're not just here to learn about grants, right? You actually want to find a grant to apply for to potentially win. If that's you, let me see some type of fun emoji in the chat. Let me know. Ms. Zeta say, right. So when you discover how to create a small business grant application strategy or GAS that I mentioned earlier to you guys, this is where you define your goals for what we call your grant goals. You define them clearly. You know why you need a grant, how much you need, what you're going to spend it on, why they should give it to you, and you can go apply with confidence knowing that your application is going to stand out. And then when you find out the real statistics, oh my gosh, y'all, it'll blow you away as to what it really takes to win. It's so simple, but it works. And so in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, you'll uncover the simple steps to finding and applying only for grants and grant funded opportunities that you qualify for. Put that in all caps, because not only can you qualify for the right grants, you can win those grants as a Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And so we call this the fund finding formula, and it works because you're not wasting your time applying for grants that you don't qualify for and you will never win. And you'll also be able to start easily finding funding for your business that aligns with what your business needs. And then it helps you meet your overall grant goals. And so you'll finally be able to understand what to put on and what to leave off of your small business grant application essays. So when you're telling your story, when you're selling a grant committee on exactly why they should give you and your business money, instead of the thousands of others that are going to be applying for this same amount of grant funding, it's eye-opening. And so I've personally seen this in the thousands of ladies who have been on these lives like y'all, who are on our page here on Black Women in Grants on TikTok. We got 68,000 plus of y'all. And you come in and learn from me, and you attend our trainings, and you just kind of are curious, and then maybe you've tried it on your own, and then you're wondering, how do I stand out? Is this legit? Can I do this? And so you come to me wanting to stop wondering, one, which small business grants are legit and not a scam, or two, you're wondering if you've been filling out your small business grant applications the right way. And yes, there is a right way. There's secret words to use. There's answers to questions that ain't even on the applications to put on there. And so you end up even thinking like, you know what? I probably just need to pay somebody else to find these grants and apply for these grants and win these grants for me. But y'all, I'm in a mastermind with grant writers for nonprofits that apply for $6 million grants plus, and they consider that a small grant for what they do. They start at $20,000 minimum per grant application. So if you got that much to pay somebody, you probably don't need a grant, right? But if you want to learn how to do it for yourself, or get one of your team members trained on becoming your permanent grant writer on your staff, or if you want to learn this skill and go do this skill for other people, like Ashley Rankin, who has now won $29,000, helped someone else win a grant recently, paid for 2 ladies to go through the program. She's on the ball, okay? This mentorship is good for all of that. And so if you want to start applying for and winning grants for your small business, you want to be in a position where you can win because you know how to apply what we call the 5-figure fund finding formula. That's for those of you who need more than $10,000 for your business, whether it's to start the business or sustain it. And so inside of the Grant Game Mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com, I show you how to move out of confusion. Stop wondering what to do, where to start, where to go, how to find the grant, how to fill out the application, what to say, how to win. I teach you about these small business grants for Black women, for-profit small business owners, and I help you move into knowing exactly which small business grants you should apply to for your business. Don't worry about nobody else. You got you, right? I teach you where to find these grants, how to get these grants to come to you, and 13 other secret sources that we use to find this funding. So if you're wondering what small business grants to apply for, apply to your business, or what you should say on your small business grant applications, this is why the Grant Game Mentorship works. We use techniques to help you gain the confidence and the belief, first of all, going into applying for grants. But when you confidently apply and confidently use the techniques we teach you in the finding formula, hey Tay, in this program, it allows you to learn about the small business grant application world, and it's only 24 hours of learning with the videos, the audios, the book, the app that'll read the book to you in like 4 hours. Some of us don't read that fast, so That helps when you know how long to expect to be finished with a book that's going to give you exactly what you need to get started on this journey. So either you can keep collecting bad information that is out here on this internet from too many unqualified sources. People are just randomly copying each other, giving out bad information. I've seen it. They're also not winning grants, or they never tell you which grants they have won. But for me, I put the whole list of all the grants that I've won, all the grant funded opportunities that I've won, and you can go apply for those same opportunities if they're still available. Go apply, girl. Tell them I sent you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, founder of BlackWomenInGrants.com, telling you what it's like to come join us as we play this game called Grants to win, okay? Stop trying to guess or figure out how to do this all on your own. Stop copying what you see others do and they're failing at it, but you don't know it because we just see the good side on social medias. When it comes to winning small business grants for your Black woman-owned for-profit small businesses, you want to learn how to find and secure those debt-free, non-traditional funding opportunities like grants and grant-funded opportunities for your business from people who are doing it. I'm doing it with y'all. I just had an attitude 2 weeks ago from a grant I ain't heard back from. And they got the nerve to keep emailing about other stuff. Wait a minute. What the money? So anyway, I'm in it with y'all. I still apply for grants. I apply for very high-level grants at the 50K level and above. And I'm excited because I get to teach you from that level as you start applying for your first grant for $500, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000, and you work your way up, like Ashley Rankin, who has now applied for over $451,000 in funding, and she's just been adamant about this over the last 90 days. So she came in having won a $5,000 grant. She never wanted to apply for grants that she had to submit a video with. I don't know if y'all are like that, but Ashley overcame that fear. There she go. Speaking of a grant winner. Hey, Ashley Rankin. Welcome, girl. Good to see you. So she has recently, we've done the math. The math is mathing. She's recently received $29,000 in cash grants and grant-funded opportunities within the last few months. The most recent 24K has come in the last 30, 60, and 90 days. Amen? And so, you too can learn what it's like to start winning these grants, these contests, these small business pitch competitions, these giveaways, the business training and development scholarships to incubators and accelerators that can help you not only win the funding, but start to build out your business to grow to the next level. So if you've ever been like, man, I wish it was like a group that I could just sit with and mastermind with of like minds that ask me questions, we've partnered with groups like that are specifically for business training and development to help you get clear on what your business really does, where you really want to see it grow to. And then as you're applying for grants, you're also growing your business because your business has to be sustainable to get this shmoney. So if you're ready, check out BlackWomenInGrants.com and come join our 2024 L'Oreal Inclusive Beauty Grant winner of $10,000, Miss Ashley Rankin. Lisa Noble, who has applied to over $40,000 in one sitting. Amen. Eartha, who has recently won the Black Girl Ventures pitch competition. Love, who won a $5,000 grant opportunity that helped her build her business online. Shaniqua, who I told y'all about, won $5,000. It's so many more winners. Deanna Joy, $76,000. They're all over at BlackWomenInGrants.com sharing your story, and a couple of their interviews are in our mentorship. So I'm happy to answer any questions about anything that we've talked about so far. If you guys have it, especially about joining us in the mentorship, it is $97. It is a year-long program, or you have access for a year, but I don't rush you. It's an independent study course. You take your time. You go through it at your own schedule. No, I don't hold your hand. No, we don't jump on a call. No, we don't do Zoom. This here, where you at right here, we call this GPA on our TikTok lives, Grant Prep Academy. And I'm here 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm here every day this month. I don't know if y'all knew that. I had shared it earlier because my coach got me doing this daily this month for some reason. But anyway, you at least have 3 opportunities to come get feedback, coaching, mentorship live. And I'm here with you. It's me, not a robot, not a scam in Nigeria. And actually, as someone who is winning these grants and also now has a crew winning this money too, boo. Hey, I got bars too. I don't know if y'all knew about that. So welcome to GPA. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. Let me know what questions you have. Tay says she's going through the videos. Girl, them videos be video. Y'all better watch them videos. I was going through some other videos to see what else to add, but y'all got enough work. Get it in. Connie says, wow, that's exciting. So exciting. Ashley, tell mom we said hey if you with her. Hey, mama. She said them videos. What? What's the emoji, Tay? What that mean? What that mean about the video? What you trying to say, Tay? Kel says, I need help with applying for a grant. Blackwomeningrants.com is where to get your help, girl. Tay said, should I ask questions to guide the customer or client stories? That's a great question, Tay. And thank you for recognizing my bars. I do have them, if only in my mind. Appreciate you. So, yes, is my answer to your question. When it comes to, just like I asked you guys, when you joined the mentorship, what led you to say yes? I've asked Ashley recently, since she's joined the mentorship, what has she been able to do? What has she learned? Yes, that's guiding questions. Here are the answers I want to know. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I don't want to assume. But you do want to have the questions laid out, just like every time you jump on here after you jump out the pool. And I'll be asking the same questions. What do you do in your business? What would you like a grant for? What would you do with the grant? Why should you win the grant? Guiding questions. These are the answers I want. Or these are the questions I want answers to. That's what I'm trying to say. So yes, ask questions that guide the customer client for what story you want them to tell. Like, Tay, tell them the time that the newspaper featured you and what you was able to do, girl. Then what happened? You know how we do. Storytelling. We black people masters at storytelling. Mind you, when they hit that, it's about to get good. Yeah. So, you know how to do it. This is how we do. Okay. Creating videos with me on camera is stressful. It's stressful until you go through all of the training in the blackwomeningrants.com mentorship. Hallelujah. Tell her, Ashley. Ashley was there last time. She's talking about, Ashley was there this time last year. She didn't want to apply for those video essays, but when I tell you her last video, I was like, oh, I know her. I am so glad to say I know her. Oh my gosh, she won $10,000 using that video, ma'am. So get in there. Watch the pro do it. That's me. Then watch the other pros. That's Ashley. That's Deanna. Who else has sent me their videos? We've had a couple people. They still working on them. They like editing and what else I was going to say? They sent them to me for critiques, etc. I'm waiting on somebody's video from yesterday. Told me they were going to send it. So I'll be watching them for real. I just watched the video that I shared with y'all. And I need to make some edits and updates to mine since we have now given away $50,000 in scholarships for women to come join us in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Hallelujah. What questions can I answer for you guys? I got like 30 minutes left. So if you got questions. Oh, it was you? Okay. I could not remember. I thought it was somebody else. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm waiting. It don't take a long time to do video. I did 30 videos sitting outside the other day. Had on sunscreen, 2 coats of off, still got 8 up. I don't know what was chewing on me, but I know I'm 8 up. I felt that lady's pain. But I got them videos done. So I'm judging just a little bit because it don't take that long. Especially when I done told you what to say in the video, Tay. Yes, you got to have a video strategy. There's a mindset shift. I was going to share our video training with y'all in the mentorship, but Ashley was there for the full. We did like a 2-hour training. It only recorded 45 minutes, like the last 45 minutes of her training. So you missed all the beginning. And I can't find part 1 of the training. So, oh well. But there's enough in the book with templates, with examples. You know what to do. You know what to say. Hey, Florence. I don't know why my phone is automatically adjusting the light on the screen. I don't need you to do that for me. As she says, used to dislike shooting videos, but with a shift, oh, a mindset shift, plus a few simple tools like a ring light, amen, and seeing other people do it, right, Ashley? I know our video training was based on people who won grants from videos that they posted on TikTok. So we spent a whole session on TikTok going through grant winners' videos. Y'all want to know what we did, ain't it? I wish I could share it with y'all, but you kind of just had to be there. And it works. What questions can I answer for those of you hanging out that have questions about anything we've talked about so far? About being a black woman with a for-profit small business, and you want to start finding and applying for grants in a way that allows your application to stand up. You want to read the book called Finding Funding and Know What's in It? You can go get it over at blackwomenandgrants.com. Because you know you need a grant, you want a grant, you're ready to apply, but you need to make sure you're doing it right. Learn these steps. Win this shmoney. Thank you for the roses. What questions can I answer for those of you who are either in the startup phase of your business or you started? It doesn't matter. Yes, you can apply. Yes, you can win grants. Those of you say, I want help. I need help. You got questions about what's needed to start applying for these grants. We got a whole list. It's 3 checklists in the mentorship. One is in the book on page 105. We just went over it yesterday. You missed it because I was judging y'all. If you ain't got stuff in order like your business bank account where they can send a check to, we talked about y'all real bad. There's also a list in our 5-part audio series called the Grant Guide. And it's a checklist for make sure y'all got this in place as you go apply for grants. Check this off your list. So the list in the Grant Guide audio is divided by whether you're a startup, trying to start a business, haven't launched yet, haven't made money yet, or whether you have already been in business for a minute and you just want extra funding to sustain you. The checklist is going to show you how to get ready to start applying for these grants. And then as you get to that 5-figure funding higher level, because some of y'all are going to come in at that level wanting to apply for $10,000 plus, you got to know the strategies and how to tell your story, y'all. That is so vital. What to say, what to leave out, how to do it on video with a limited amount of time, what to put in your essays when they ask, so what's your story? Why do you do what you do? What's your founder story? Why did you start your business? There's something called a compelling story. We teach compelling storytelling in 3 parts in the mentorship over at blackwomenandgrants.com, and it's from a $50,000 view. It's a grant out right now for black women business owners for $50K. That's $50K is the first place prize. They're giving 4 additional prizes for $12,500. And in their terms and conditions, they really break down what they want to see or hear in your story when you're telling your story to them about your business, who you help, why they should care. And so for those of you wondering, is there a secret language to speak? Are there certain words I should say? Are there SEO keywords? Yes, to all of that. And you won't know that unless you're learning from the people who are writing you the check. And so we designed a class around what the 50K check writers are telling us they want to hear. So imagine going to apply for a $500 grant, a $5,000 grant with a $50,000 story. Amen? I don't know about y'all, but I will be over claiming my spot at blackwomenandgrants.com to come get mentored for only $97. Is it Nikki? I like that. Looking for funding for your business. You're a black woman. You put that in all caps, Nikki. You trying to convince us, or I don't know, but okay. Thank you for sharing? Question mark. So tell us about your business and tell us what you could use funding for. And if you have specific questions about that, I'm happy to answer. Let me know. Thank you, Juanita. Juanita, I was gonna ask if you was a white woman. We take, you can hang with us, but I see you one of us. What other questions can I answer for those of you who are hanging out with us? We got 15. Wait a minute. We got 30 minutes. I'm watching the clock again. Y'all know when I gotta go. So, I got to go across Atlanta on a Saturday. So y'all pray for me, okay? Your first steps is answering the question, Nikki. What is your business? What do you do in your business that you can use a grant for? Let me know. Anyone else have any questions about grants, grant funded opportunities? I don't like to beg for questions. I don't like to hang out if y'all ain't talking. We can wrap it up early if we need to, or I can hang out if you want to. I've really been itching to go to Walmart for some reason. There must be something there for me. But I'm on here with y'all in the AC. I don't really want to get out in this heat, so y'all better say something. You have a sports bar and grill. What could you use a grant for your sports bar and grill? Let me know. Did anyone learn anything in the last 15 minutes that I've been on here with y'all? Have I said anything that was like a aha moment for you? Let me know in the chat. Oh, I thought I had 30 minutes. I've been on here 45 minutes with y'all. We got 15 minutes. Y'all better hurry up. You need funding for employees. Okay. Anything else you need funding for this sports bar and grill? Juanita says I'm a new small black woman. Why can't I read this? Hello, I am new, small business black woman and need help for grants. How I apply for a grant. So you can go to Google and put in grants for small black women small businesses. I can send you a list of grants that come with our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. It's over $1.2 million in funding on the list that you can go read, research, and review. Make sure your business qualifies, and then we teach you how to apply for that funding in the way that stands out and help you potentially win. I hope that helps. In the grant tracker, there's a milestone sheet. How to measure success metrics. Ashley Rankin, that's your genius. Since you designed the grant tracker, you want to help Tay? We can tag team, help her together. So Ashley Rankin, our $29,000 grant and grant funded opportunity winner, created the grant tracker worksheet that's in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Hey Kara, welcome back. It's first of all, it's cute. Second of all, it's very helpful, very like organized and professionally put together. And then she added on that part where you can not only keep up with the grants that you're applying to. So as I keep mentioning, we help black women with for-profit small businesses find and apply for those grants. Ashley has found and applied for grants, and she leaves the links in the grant tracker sheet. You can just click on it and put your application in if your business qualifies. Just following her footsteps. Milestones. Tay, I think you may have been here. We've done a couple of lives recently about milestones, like what you've done successfully in your business or since you started it or over the last 12 months, etc. Like being in the newspaper, serving a certain amount of clients, training some new employees to get their certificate to come work with you, etc. And so you put that as your milestone. And then when it says, how are you measuring the success? How many people did you train? How much money have they brought in? How have they helped your business? What were the results of being featured in the newspaper? Did you bring in new business? Was it helping you cut your marketing budget because it was free? Are they going to do a follow-up story, which is also saving you advertising and marketing funds in the future? How are you measuring? Anytime they ask about measuring, they need a number. So, for example, we have 300 plus ladies in the mentorship called The Grant Game over at blackwomeningrants.com. Getting help with how to find and apply for debt-free, non-traditional funding for their black woman-owned for-profit small business. You heard that number, 300 plus. We have given away over $50,000 in scholarships for women to come join us over at blackwomeningrants.com. You hear the number? 50,000. We started a TikTok page back in May 2023 with 400 followers. We now have 68,100 plus as of today. You hear the numbers? 60,000 plus. You hear it? That's measurements. That's how we're measuring. Ashley Rankin has won $29,000 in less than a year. Measurement. Deanna Joy has won $76,000 since reading the Finding Funding ebook, and she won $55,000 in her first 90 days of reading the book 3 times. Measurement. You see how that works? Hope that helps. Hallelujah. So you feel like we talked about it but don't have my notes? You better go get your notes. I know that. You know when I'm on here, you better bring that journal. Your husband is driving you around. Get a chauffeur. Hey, husband. Shamika, am I saying it right? Shamika Glover. Oh, yeah, we answered your question. Okay. Nikki says, okay, so I need help with funding for inventory, payroll, and also overhead. Nikki, the secret to winning grants in our space, which is the private sector, meaning it's not a government grant, it's not a nonprofit grant, it's not a federal grant. They love community service. So what is your bar and grill doing in addition to serving people and making money and running out of inventory because you need more and needing more staff because you're so booked and busy? How are you benefiting your community as well, other than feeding them? So this could be supporting a cause that's near and dear to your heart. You need something called a social impact or a social mission to go with your need for funding for your business. If you show a business show a grant how your business is helping the community, you're more likely to have your grant application standing out among the other bar and grills that are going to get that fund. So tell me what you're doing to help your community for free, for discount, sliding scale, donation, in kind, etc. And that's your in for starting to apply for grants and get funding. So I provide jobs, of course. But who are you providing jobs to? Single moms, people fresh out of incarceration, people with disabilities. What's the story? Everybody got a story. So what's their story? Do you have like a theme for who you hire? Okay, y'all, I got like 10 minutes. I'm about to start coughing. And I hate that. So, said you give up to $1,000 scholarship to 2 students. What are the qualifications for the scholarships? So notice I said, he said, hey, babe. Notice I said, we do scholarships for Black women to get trained on finding and applying for grants for their Black woman-owned for-profit small business. So this is who we're helping. So who are the students you're helping and what are you helping them to do? And that could be your in for applying for grants. If y'all are asking a question, I haven't answered it. I can't see it. Sometimes TikTok blocks it. Sometimes you have certain keywords that I have blocked on here. It won't pop up. I'm not ignoring you. If I was, I would let you know, but I'm not. I only see some of the stuff Nikki is sending and what Tay is sharing with us, which is I'm working on everything slowly, as you should. You got a whole year. I'll have a different question every day. Please bring that question, girl. I love a good question. Glean say, glean from his word. You better glean from his word. I like your name, Glean from his word. So I need a grant to start up, and once I get my business up, I will help Salvation Army. Absolutely not. That ain't gonna win you no grant, my dear. They're gonna say, what you doing now? Why you need a grant to go help the Salvation Army and the homeless? They homeless right now, and it's free to help. What you need their money for? That's what they're gonna say, but in a nicer way. So what are you doing today? Let me give you an example. Ashley Rankin, who's on here with us, she won the $10,000 L'Oreal Inclusive Beauty Grant a few weeks ago. And in her grant essay and her video, she mentioned how she wants to take a portion of her winnings and help the youth in her community. I talked to her on the phone after her win. Come to find out, she was already doing it. I said, do you realize you're already spending the grant money, which is phenomenal? You're showing a grant that you're not waiting on their funds to go out and help. So the fact that you have literal receipts, pictures of you in action. She had a photographer. She went and helped the youth. She used her time, her gas, her expertise, some of the resources from her business. She didn't need to wait on the funds to do that. Grants like to be a part of a moving train. They like to invest in things that you're investing in already. So why they got to wait on you to do something? Why you ain't already doing it? That's what they gonna want to know. That's one of them questions. They're not gonna ask you. They're gonna just be like, she need our money to go volunteer. Child, she don't want to volunteer for real. Because every second of every day is a free opportunity to go help somebody. What you waiting on? Trying to register your company with government? Good luck. We don't talk about that here. But if you got a grant question, I'm happy to answer. Glean says, thank you to donate a portion of my proceeds. You can either find another way to volunteer until you get more portions of proceeds available through grants or through what your business makes. Or, give now, keep receipts. Some grants will ask you for receipts of what you've donated so they can match it and reimburse you, etc. So, any final questions before I go about grants, grant-funded opportunities as a Black woman for-profit small business? If you're new here, put new. Hey, new. And welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of BlackWomenInGrants.com, inviting you to come join us for a full year. Shamika Glover. It's only $97 versus the $997 that others have paid, are paying, and will continue to pay. But we got a scholarship waiting on ya. If you've already joined me, I don't have my, do I? Oh, it's on the floor. I can reach it from the bed. My Baperda, as my little niece used to call computers. I can let you in the learning portal as you sign up today. I'm happy to do that if you need my help getting logged in. I Am Rich says, I have a hair product that heals numerous scalp issues. Just need a grant. What do you need a grant for? Let me know. Welcome, newbies. Okay, thanks to, any startup grants. I know of $1.2 million in startup grants over at BlackWomenInGrants.com in the mentorship. Tay says, what if it's your time and not an actual financial donation? So, Tay, think of it this way. This is the easiest way for those of us coming out of corporate. If you went and sat at a desk for the same amount of time that you have donated, what would you expect to be on your check that week? That's how you convert that into a measurement with numbers. So how much is your time worth per hour? How much would you have made if you were working in your business, making that same money, or working on your 9-to-5, making that same money? And that's how you turn your time into an actual value. So you can say it's a $2,000 value of time that I've donated. Here's what I missed because I was away from my business. Here's what I had to pay somebody else to go do my job because I wasn't in the office. Here's what was not on my check because I wasn't in the office. Here's what would have been on my check if I was in the office. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do that. Do we need to register as a woman-owned business before August 31st? What? Before August 31st? What that mean? What's happening on August 31st? And women-owned businesses for government contracting, and we don't talk about that here. If you're talking about the certifications, we talk about grants for Black women for-profit small businesses. We got like 5 more minutes, and I'm about to wrap up. We got 3 minutes. I don't know how I'm losing track of time. I'm looking at my clock and looking at how long I've been on TikTok, and TikTok is right. I only be on here for like an hour. That's a measurement. Y'all got 3 minutes. That's a measurement. You see how I measure my time? I'm finna go. So Elaine, or it looked like Elaine, explain yourself, Lucy, before the 3-minute clock winds down. Any final questions, any ahas, any takeaways, any things that you learned as we were talking earlier, or anything just pop in your head, let me know. You got 2 minutes. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. This was a quick family meeting today. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. You can meet me over at BlackWomenInGrants.com, where I share with you 3 lists of grants, totaling over $1.2 million on the list. You get that link every month for 12 months as a part of our 12-month mentorship. That's only $97 to come join us and hang out. Get the grant tracker that Tay was asking about. Get emails from me as I sit here and write them. I don't be wanting to send them. Yeah, but I open them when I send them. I know that. We've done over 250 TikToks just like this one. I'm live with y'all Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I do pop-ups when I get bored. Like today, I had an extra hour. Hey, y'all. You get all the replays in the mentorship. And I'm live with y'all, live with y'all 3 times a week. That's part of the mentorship. You're welcome. So I mentioned the list of grants, how to get grants to come to you. The two people that have won the most in grants, Deanna Joy winning 76,000 and Ashley Rankin winning 29,000. And these are all this year, y'all. I interviewed them both and put their interviews in the mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com. Our storytelling class is there. Your 5-day or 5-step grant guide is there that I mentioned. And other videos, master classes, workshops, and boot camps that we've hosted. You want to watch them because they give you a step-by-step walkthrough for how to start setting up your master plan for winning this grant money for your business using insider secrets like where to look, how to qualify for these grants, what type of small business grants you should be applying for according to your small business phase that we talked about earlier, and what grants should and should not be used for, plus how to hit your small business grant goal. Your grant goal is whatever amount you really need to either start your business or sustain it or scale it. We talk about how to avoid business grant scams because there are scams out there that will take your money. We're going to leave that right there because it's going to take me too much time and I go down a rabbit hole talking about that. I also break down the difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit grant. And you need to know the difference because it's a big difference. Amen. Especially for those of you who don't know that for-profits can win the same funds that nonprofits win. And so we deal with just the for-profit part of this small business grant application process. And you'll get to see the major differences. And most nonprofits don't qualify for the grants that we win. So, And then finally, the book, Finding Funding, with all of my secrets to how I've won over $1 million in grants and grant funded opportunities. How the ladies over at blackwomeningrants.com that are in the Grant Game Mentorship have won a total of $191,000 collectively this year. Amen. There's an app that'll read the book to you, a list of business expenses grants can cover, the frequently asked questions on grant applications, and so much more. Make sure when you're at blackwomeningrants.com that you click where it says click here to join the Grant Game Mentorship for only $97. And it says use this special link for scholarship. That's to help you get in for the full year, one-time payment, year-long access for only $97. And their payment arrangements like Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, Clear, and whichever one I'm leaving off, but they let you do payment arrangements on the $97 if you set it up. www.blackwomeningrants.com is where to join us. That's all I got. Apparently that's all y'all got because I don't see no more questions, even though I asked a couple for clarity. But until we meet again, my friends, you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. I'm about to go eat. I'll see y'all soon. God bless. Bye, future grant winners. And Tay husband. Bye, y'all.